when Nimrod created the Tower of Babel, he and those building it said, we're going to go into the heavens. So what was this tower about? The Tower of Babel was about technology. See, there's a belief that the technology we have today is catching up to the technology they used to have in ancient days. You've heard of Atlantis. Now, it's believed that that continent sank to the bottom of the ocean. It's believed that the Atlanteans had the use of electricity and power 10,000 years ago. There's an ancient Indian tribe in South America called the Nazca Indians that created these designs in the earth. These designs were huge, and one of these designs looked like a runway. Now, how did the Nazca Indians draw dogs and animals and runways in the earth if they didn't have the power of flight? See, when the sons of God came to know the daughters of man, they interacted with mankind. These were angels. These were advanced individuals that had access to knowledge that man was not to know yet. When we read the book of Enoch, which is quoted in Jude chapter 1 verses 14 through 15, quotes the book of Enoch, which is not a book of the Bible. Yet Jude was obviously familiar with the book of Enoch because he quotes Enoch in chapter 1 verse 9. And when you read Enoch chapter 6, it tells us the same story as Genesis chapter 6. But it gives us a little more information, and it tells how these angels came down and knew the women sexually and created children. But they also taught the men. They taught them magic, and they taught them astrology. They taught them how to read the clouds. And that's how most of this stuff is here, because of rebel angels who taught men. And those men still had access to those angels. Now, mind you, the angels that messed up in Genesis 6 were cast to a place called Tartarus. But Satan still has a third of evil angels at his disposal. And men were still interacting with these creatures. These intelligent beings, which today we call them aliens, all these civilizations have these artifacts of ancient astronauts, these humongous beings. And if you saw the movie Prometheus recently, you got the idea of the ancient astronaut concept. These intelligent beings came to Earth and they taught men things and showed them things like stargates and parallel dimensions and wormholes. See, you thought it was fiction, but it's much more so. Enough said for now.